The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We go then. How do you, Jim, see... And he shoots! Oh, that's majestic!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So, a breakthrough already.
No outsmarting him this time. Looking for the run. Shot. Decent chance! They've done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the box. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Chips it through. De Gea claims comfortable. Kubasi.
Not quite the early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear.
Gehi. Neymar. Gehi. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. Mateus. And it's Kukçu. Simons. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Cruzeiro with the corner. They're first. Spell. They are flying. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
A case now of complete control. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's come loose! Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Neymar. He has found a way through. Neymar! And tested the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Kupchu. Fiore. Now Simons. Nicely intercepted. Valverde. Fiore. Xavi Simons. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fiore. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Albert Ferrer. And Kubasi. Rice. Distributed tidily. That's a nicely shaped ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Cruzeiro clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção!
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Played back. Spread out to the left. He's picked his way through. The ball goes in. McAllister. Kukçu. Pitches it off him. And it's Xavi. Pedri tries a deft little ball. Nice interception, well timed. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's in a good position here. That pass has been well into... And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Decent enough try. Cruzeiro with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Al Nassr has the chance to go the other way. Quarter of an hour played. He's felt that, hasn't he? Mendes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Diaby. Now, can they get him away? Still goalless at the moment. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is one way to stop him. Issa shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cruzeiro have their second corner now. Smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Threads one in. Now it's Diaby. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Played out wide. Messi. That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep. And the shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And Cruzeiro take the lead. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Cruzeiro are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. No, he's not getting his way this time. Hoyland goes for the shot! Albert Ferrer. Gehi. All played for Kukcu. And it's Neymar. Ødegaard wins the duel this time. Cruzeiro looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's in a great position here. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Pedri. Now it's Diaby. And here's Neymar. Now it's Hoyland. No way through. No, again there's no way through. Rice with a definite foul there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, that's a waste.
Messi has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Now it's Diaby. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Challenge just a bit on the forward side. Cafu has given away a free kick. Cafu is being told in no uncertain terms that the chance for a shot! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Cruzeiro are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substituição.
Here we go again then. Barcola. He is through here. Goes for a shot! McAllister. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. The message is clear, none shall pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Into the channel. Alvarez providing an outlet on that flank. And a chance! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Al Nassr are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Cannavaro, oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Paz. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Paz has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Cruzeiro have their third corner. Can spring out of defence. Now it's Pedri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but has a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cruzeiro get their fourth corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Little doubt, that is a foul. Albert Ferrer has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
And he was alert to it. Xavi. Barcola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So, time for
Camisa
changes
11.
on both sides, actually.
Neymar.
So, a double
Camisa
change here,
10.
and both changes
Deixando
are
o campo
offensive.
para a entrada
It's a bold
dele.
move. The manager's
Camisa
made his
20.
intentions pretty clear, and
Teremos
he's
uma
going for this.
substituição.
Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Deep through. That was a good run. He's got to go! Here is world class! Pippo Inzaghi! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they get themselves in front! So what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Cruzeiro go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Now he's got space here. He's through here. He can get that clear.
Al Nassr really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere. It's Inzaghi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Camisa 14, camisa 41, deixando o campo para a entrada de
Cruzeiro
camisa
are
8,
making a change. After this, just
18.
one opportunity to do so. Not the most accurate pass. Here's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini goes sliding in, and that could set him on his way.
Might want to be careful there. Al Nassr really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Barcola. Oh, perfectly measured that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking for the run.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Good ball, good take. Xavi. Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's gone away. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking. I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
And that is that. Cruzeiro have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the...
Shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Costa Curta. It's not an especially... Could be danger here! Big chance! Really well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed it.
Cruzeiro are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, it's Inzaghi. Now, this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Cruzeiro are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Filippo Inzaghi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? That has been knocked clear. Out of play for a throw. Rice. This might spell danger. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through here. Oh, good ball. It's Neymar! Off the post. Maradona. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Not the most convincing of passes. Azar. And Adams. Azar. Guardiola. Rice. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, that's well spotted. Guardiola. Kola. Maradona. Now, can they get him away? Hoisted in. Chance! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Kola demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just clear enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Guardiola. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cruzeiro have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Played out towards the right wing. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maradona wins the duel this time. Guardiola. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is...
Goes for a shot!
And the ball's come loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. That is very well defended. He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Maradona. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And the players are flocking around their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
That's the final meaningful act of the first half.
Vai ser substituído
Plenty
pelo
of jostling in
jogador
that box, they just need a
camisa
good
13,
delivery.
Neymar. Substituição.
Missed by a fraction. Played out to the right. There's a sharp little ball here. Excellent challenge there,
3 minutos de
uncompromising.
acréscimo.
Czech gets rid without sophistication. Hazard. Oh, it's Inzaghi. Costa Curta with the clearance. And here's Inzaghi. Guardiola. And it's Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Cruzeiro are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That has not gone well. Out to the right. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well measured. But Inzaghi spots it and intercepts. Rice, he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Great vision. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kubasi. Rice. Cruzeiro finding their passes. Hazard. It's Xabi Alonso, Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rice, oh, good-looking ball. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Neymar. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
The most accurate pass. And he's there to belt it away. Cruzeiro are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That looks a cracking ball.
And the finish! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Guardiola. And here's Inzaghi. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in, and he's in on goal, and the shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gehi gets across to intercept that, and it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. Yet, he's tried one! What a hit, the save was firm.
Neymar probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Azar. Guardiola. Azar. Collar. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence.
Shot, surely! Goal! Cruzeiro! And again they hit the front.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Corinthians have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's managed to get free.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Shevchenko, now it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Let's a look and place it forward. And this is Inzaghi, takes a shot! They've scored! And he is just ripping it up! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Filippo Inzaghi is on his own. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Cruzeiro presented with a golden opportunity here. To further improve their position of comfort.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Neymar. Shevchenko. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Serginho. And this is Shevchenko. Messi. McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. It's a little off target. Kukçu. Now it's Inzaghi. Costa Curta concedes a free kick for that. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Corinthians are down to 10 men. Not quite on the same wavelength. Serginho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Five minutes to add. Now it's Inzaghi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Kukçu looking to play it into the box. That pass isn't the best. Oh, he's trying it! And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Filippo Inzaghi just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Your reflections then, Jim?
Cruzeiro definitely...